Welcome to Not Your Grandmother's Furniture, where I'm going to be taking pieces of furniture that look like they came out of your grandma's home and make them more modern so that you'll actually want to put them in your home. To begin, we're going to get the couch naked.
Did I say trust the process? Because you definitely should trust the process when it comes to something like this.
Welcome back to Not Your Grandmother's Furniture, part 2 of this couch remodel, basically. If you missed part 1, where we tore everything down and cut off the legs, I will link that so you can go watch where we started. In this week's video, we're going to put the new legs on, the new showwood on, because we are changing this out to make it a little bit more modern. And then I will probably redo the decking in this video and then save the arms and the back for part 3. Right, I screwed in the pieces. My mic was, I should have checked it, but I did not. So I screwed in my pieces. This is the wood that I'm gonna use. So I ordered these online from a Home Depot. These are 5 inches wide, and they're wider than I want them to be for the front of the couch. I feel like it will throw the balance off a little bit. So I wanna cut off one of the flutes. This is the tool area. And if you are watching like my Instagram, we're doing a demo in our house, and so a lot of things have been put back here because we're demoing like almost the entire house to the ground. But this is our container with all the tools. I was hoping the tools were out. I don't want to get the table saw out. Maybe I'll get AJ to do it for me. I don't want to lug the tools out, they're heavy. When you have a break from work, do you want to cut some wood for me? You know, I don't like to get the saws out. So much work. 79 3/4.
How nice.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it.
For the side pieces, I want the fluting to return into itself because the back down here doesn't get the showwood on it. Just the fabric wraps around back. So to have it have a nice finish on the side, this is it's mitered. And we have another mitered piece right here, and I'm gonna glue these 2 pieces together so it will return back into itself. It'll have a clean edge like that. I'm gonna use this 2-part glue. So you put on one side the paste, and then you put a spray of the activator on the other side, and you hold it for 5 seconds, and then it doesn't come apart. It's fantastic to use for trim around doors or windows. We use it for a lot of stuff here, but for this, I'm gonna use it on this piece. So the nozzle on mine is clogged, I guess, I don't know. So it's gonna pour this out a little bit on my end and do my other piece with the spray. Beautiful, right? So that will just go right on the back side. So I'm gonna glue all of my pieces together, the front and all the sides. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. See, I should cut off the back legs, and I have to finagle them a little bit before I glue this on. Yes! I think the leg in the middle is a little bit long. But let's come together. We have the legs on, we have the show wood on, and I'm gonna do the decking next. I do need to shorten this leg a little bit because this one is a teeny bit longer than these two side ones. So I'm gonna shorten it just a tiny bit, but other than that, it's pretty good. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna use this as the pattern. I'm gonna replace the insides that were in here. And then the decking I'm also gonna replace. I got this fabric from a discount fabric store. It has this really beautiful texture on it. It just gives it a little bit of movement to the piece. And with us doing channel tufts, it's gonna be really pretty, and a darker wood tone on the stain. It's gonna look really nice. It does have a little bit of a nap to it. So if you've petted rubbed velvet or chenille or things like that, usually you can feel if a direction is right or wrong. If it is like a velvet, the nap goes up the roll and not across the roll. So if you were to railroad a velvet, meaning that you would cut your pieces out as like this is the top, this is the bottom, instead this is the top and this is the bottom, then you would just need to make sure that all of your nap ran the same direction, because it will change colors which way you flip it. This will too. It's not a velvet, it's a chenille or something like a chenille. Again, I got it from Discount Place, so I'm not exactly sure the makeup of this fabric, but I'm gonna make sure that I cut all the pieces as this is my top and this is my bottom. So I'm gonna lay out my apron along this way, and mark it so I have the bottom going right here. Railroading it also makes it so I don't have to put any seams in it because my fabric is wide enough for me to cut the piece out at the same time. Always a good habit to mark your middles. That way your pieces like this are centered on each other. And I just mark it by folding it in half and cutting a little corner out so that notches it. This is my corner notch that I have. So I'm just gonna sew that. And I'm gonna find my notch on my decking fabric and the notch on my main fabric. Put those together. We have a couple posts to go around. I matched my corner up with my edge, even though this isn't filled with our cotton yet. But I have the structural frame right here that I need to go around with the fabric. So I'm going to do a wide cut, meaning I'm going to cut in and separate around the post. So I have a post here that the fabric has to be cut around and one more on this side. So I'm going to cut straight up. And I'm not going to cut as deep to this. I'm going to cut shy of this because my post is set back a little bit. If I cut all the way up to that, I might have holes showing in my decking. And then I can just push this through the frame to get secured onto the frame on the back side. Because I didn't want to take off the front edge of the wood that has the burlap stapled underneath it, I am hand stitching the decking piece that I made onto the burlap towards the front. That will hold it down and make a nice looking dip down and then front edge on the underside of the cushions. And then I'm going to cut the excess off right at where I stapled it. You can use a pair of sharp scissors or a razor blade. Now, before I get too far with my furniture, I probably should have done this beforehand, but I didn't. We're going to test out the stain. This is a Varathane gel stain, dark walnut. Try it out on, I have a couple, the pieces that I cut off. Remember it had 5. I'm going to test it out on this one because the side pieces have all this color variation. And then this is the dowel that I use. So I just want to make sure that they're going to pool the same color. Oh, weird colored legs. And I got on my arm already. It's not bad. I like the color. Like it. I think this will work. I should probably stain it now. Let's stain it now. Here we go. This is excellent looking. We are done with part 2 of this couch modernization. In part 3, we're going to be talking about the channel tufts and the arms, and we'll see how far we get and finish the couch all together. Again, I am a professional upholsterer. This is what I do for a living, but doing something like this that is switching things out and kind of gutting a piece, restyling it completely like I am with this one is not something that I normally do. I am winging it on some of these things, and I'm sharing the journey with you, and I hope you appreciate it. If you like the video, if you want to see more, make sure that you like and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it, and I'll see you for part 3.